Ah! Get to the chopper!
I want the power on top of this tower. I'm just checking on my net worth. I come for what's ours. You just only want to check first. I come for what's ours. Unless I come for your neck first.
Hey there, YouTube. Korbie and Nitiforo. GetFinanciallyFree.com with another video to help you get out of the rat race. Today, I'm going to talk about how Arnold Schwarzenegger helped me make millions of dollars. No, he didn't put me in one of his movies, although get to the chopper! I think I would have played a good role in this movie.
You're probably wondering how I even know Arnold. I'm going to tell you the short version. I met Arnold way back in 2014 at his bodybuilding show, the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. This is held in Columbus, Ohio every single year, and hundreds of thousands of fans come to attend the show. That particular year, I was a sponsored athlete, sponsored by Body Fortress. They paid me a salary to shake hands and kiss babies. I was working the booth at the Fitness Expo, and Arnold attended the expo. And Arnold doesn't just walk by himself. Arnold has an entourage of about 20 security guards that surround him. And as he's walking with these security guards, you can see they're moving through the crowd. Arnold spotted me at the Body Fortress booth. He approached me and he said, "Hey, your arms look amazing. Hit a double bicep shot for me." So I hit a double bicep shot. Arnold was impressed. A bunch of photographers got some photos. The pictures went viral. And later on that weekend, Arnold and I had a bite to eat, and he shared with me
3 fitness principles which I was able to apply to my business, which helped me make a lot more money. And I think they'll help you make a lot more money as well. So without further ado, let's get into it. Fitness principle number 1, the muscle priority principle. What does that mean exactly? That means in fitness, when you have a weak muscle group, you want to prioritize it and train it first in your workouts so that you can build it up to match up with your strong muscle groups. So when I first started bodybuilding, I had a strong upper body, but I had weak legs. So I prioritized my leg training to match my upper body. Now in business, the way that this equates is that if you are weak in some part of your business, you want to prioritize the weak portion of your business in order to catch it up to the strong part of your business. So I'll give you an example. Most businesses, there's 3 parts of business. There's customer acquisition, there's customer fulfillment, and then there's customer retention. I was good at customer fulfillment and customer retention, but I was horrible at customer acquisition. Well, I shouldn't say horrible, but I could have been better. And so I focused on the customer acquisition portion of it and focused on the marketing part of it, and I brought more customers to the business, and therefore it allowed me to make a lot more money. Fitness principle number 2, time under tension. Now, what does that mean exactly? In fitness, that means that you want to keep a muscle under tension. You want to do a lot of repetitions. And the more repetitions you do, the better you're going to get at doing the repetitions. So ultimately, in business, this equates to whatever you're bad at, again, you want to do more of it. I was bad at marketing. And so like I said, I didn't even know how to create a funnel. But after I worked with this team for a period of time, I became good. I can actually make funnels in my sleep. And so I became really good at it. So time under tension, that is the second fitness principle, which helped me make a lot of money. Fitness principle number 3, the overload principle. Now, the overload principle in fitness means that you want to continually increase the weight that you're using on a specific muscle group, and that will overload the muscle, causing it to grow. And so in business, the same thing applies. You want to overload your business in one part, and that'll force the rest of your business to grow. So to give you an example, when I started business and I wasn't great at marketing and I became good at marketing, I became really good at acquiring new customers. And as I became good at acquiring new customers, that meant that I had to increase the fulfillment part. So it means I had to hire more trainers. And so as I hired more trainers, then we also had to increase the customer retention. We had to make sure that these customers were having a good experience. By increasing one portion of my business, it forced the other portions of my business to grow equally. So the overload principle helped me make a ton more money. Well, Korbie, what if I don't own my own business? Good question. These fitness principles apply even from an employee standpoint. And I'll give you an example. We used to own Goodfellas Pizzeria. And sometimes an employee would come up to me and say, hey, Korbie, how can I get paid more money? And I would tell them, you have to become good at what you're bad at. So we had three parts of the house. We had the front of the house, which was the cash register and dealing with the customers, the middle of the house, which was making pizzas, and we had the back of the house, which was washing dishes. And so the ones who were our managers who made the most money were good at all three parts. And so if an employee came to me and they were good at the middle of the house, let's say they were good at making pizzas and they were good at washing dishes, but they weren't really good at dealing with customers, I would put them at the front of the house. The muscle priority principle. So they'd have to work at what they're not good at, and they would spend more time dealing with customers. And over a course of time under tension, they would become much better at dealing with customers. And then about 5 o'clock in the evening time, when we dinner rush, we would have about 25 or 30 orders. And so this particular employee would have to experience the overload principle, and he would have to become good at all the parts, because that is what the overload principle states, is that you overload one part of the business, everything else has to get stronger. So there you have it, my friends. 3 fitness principles that Arnold Schwarzenegger shared with me that helped me make a lot more money. So if you got some value out of this video, make sure you give it a like so that I'll know to make more videos like this for you in the future. And if you know somebody who's struggling with business and they might benefit from using Arnold's fitness principles, share this video with them. Okay.
This shitty boy, tail topper.
Would have to become better, or they would just quit like the snowflakes that they were.
Yeah. I want the power, but I want the love and respect first. On top of this tower, I'm just checking on my net worth.